This is where the science of Asian and Western mind separate. Okay, in the Asian tradition, we know that there is a man has an emotion. You also has a mind. These are separate body from each other, from your physical body, but yet they share the same highway. Does that make sense? The nervous system.
Yeah.
They share the same nervous system. It's in the Western science, you begin to discover a lot of everything that Eastern was saying begin to manifest. For example, in the Western world recently, they discovered this organ in your stomach. It a bunch of nerve. It has neuron. It control and interact with bacteria. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? And then they discover another organ that that is like a liquid highway. How cancer is moved from system to system through this network of liquid membrane inside your body on the skin. Do you see? So the
Yeah.
scientist was amazed. But in the Eastern tradition, when your emotion pick up something, it will affect your physical body through the nervous system. Your nervous system is a general purpose information receivers like a big array that can pick up gamma, data, beta radiation. It can pick up infrared. It can pick up everything that is pick upable because it's not biased. Your nervous system is not biased. It is universal antenna or a radar, and it can distinguish what come from what. When you touch the physical world, when you get burned, your body tell you that's hot. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And your nervous
Yeah.
system agree. When someone stab you in your dream, you feel pain. When you wake up, you still feel it. Why is that? Because that was in you were being attacked emotionally. There's
Yeah.
that emotional pain that is also transferred into the physical world. If that was not true, that exercise that we did with the serum, with the fire, the sun to burn each of your hand, would not even become real if it not for the nervous system to do all that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense now?
Yes.
So if someone putting a love spell on you, they not doing to your physical body. They doing it to your emotional body. But your nervous system, it's so sensitive, it's so fine tuned that it pick it up, and then your body respond to it just like that.
Yes.
The whole idea of this battle is to control your nervous system, to control the antenna array, the receiver, and the sender. So, physical, when you take a physical medicine, guess what? It will affect your nervous system and it will pick it up. You die not because of the poison, you die because there is trauma that you are receiving from your nervous system, and everything in your body cannot handle it. So, if your body is being damaged, so how you do to elevate the pain? You have to turn to your emotional body. You know, oh, please give me some serum to help this. And then when your emotional body receive the serum from long distance, from whoever your friend is, and now suddenly your nervous system pick it up, it will ruminate. It will start to generate that particular molecule. Your nervous system not only receive, but it also generate. It 3D print the molecule either in emotion form or either in physical form. Appropriately align it with your different body, your body, emotional, and mind. Does that make sense now? And
Yeah.
when you're being exposed to negative thought, guess what it's going to affect? Your mind. Your mind is being affected. So that will affect the nervous system. The nervous system pick it up, and then it will translate it to the emotional body and the physical body at the same time.
They didn't say this in college.
They do know about it, but if to give you that knowledge, you become master yourself. You
Yeah.
begin to become discerning and distinct, and therefore That would go against the purpose of institution. The institution designed to keep things confusion, so they can have more people looking at it, and it generate more revenue. Do you understand now? It's all
Yeah.
about generating revenue, control. They call it. So we keep it short. Some people want to say body, emotion, mind, and spirit. Well, we're gonna leave the spirit out this one, but for the purpose of simplicity. So we're gonna keep it easy as body, emotion, and mind. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The mind is what? The mind is your thinking. The mind is your thinking. When your mind ain't clear with your thought process, the emotion relate to mostly the intuitive. Does that make sense? Your feeling and intuitive go hand in hand.
Yes.
So do you see? And the body, it's very strong with the physical world. That means it will tell you there's fire. Oh, there's a beautiful woman. You know. Oh, oh, that's a nasty person right there. You sell it to me?
No. Ano ba na chui ay?
Oh, hold on. I thought she's selling
Oh.
something. Honey, this is Elemi and the. Okay, hold on.
Brand
Son. Okay,
brand
this called Lancome. It's called Lancome.
Lancome.
I never heard about that.
Anong
It's
chui
Vision.
chui
Nail.
new hay textile sa ige.
Okay, hold on. Right for texture. Advanced skin corrector. It's for the skin.
Sa romok yan.
Hold on. Let me read it. I can go on YouTube right now and look at it if you want. How to use it. Can I do that?
Mai te mưa ta nang te.
I have some other language. Hold on. Control. No, that's not English. But I got rid of everything in French. Okay. Okay, Lancome. So it's a foundation, and it's for the pore serum. But it says foundation right here. Fundamental. Oh. Problem is, it's for wrinkle. It help with the wrinkle. It help with the pore, strengthening it, and it help your skin texture. So come out with chewing, with your pore, come out behind you, out clear, out behind, out clear,
Kom ai ba hang thom mai
come out behind Tom. So, hai môi tiết texture ហ្នឹង មកធ្វើឲ្យមុខយើងឲ្យឡងនឹងមានសភាពស្រស់បើវាមកឲ្យឃើញបង្ហាញឲ្យជ្រួញវាថាអីទៀតទេបើនិយាយទៅនេះហ្នឹងវាថាវាជួយការពារ See honey see you seen this kind before Selena
I'm sorry, what?
you see that kind before baby honey this is my Facebook honey
What is that?
and friend this is what Dr. Selene was saying right there she wants to know this thing I told is help with shrinking the pore with the skin texture and removing the wrinkle. It can hide the wrinkle, you know, because she liked to sell stuff to her Cambodian friend, you know, Cambodian people. Oh look, you see the hand? That was not my hand. That was like the reach out. I gotta have women everywhere. You, her, everywhere. Priority one, my remote one, as I can talk to, you know. And a lot of guys get jealous because they don't know how to talk to women. That's why they're jealous. But I told him just enter my BS school and you learn everything, you know.
Yeah.
Just come and hang out. Okay, back to a conversation. Do you see why I left the soul and the spirit out? I kept things basic. If I add the soul and the spirit, that means I'm reaching the next level of conversation, and it's I will lost a lot of people on the basic level.
Yes.
So if we keep things the body and emotion and the mind, it's easier to have conversation. Practically, the emotion relate to the intuition. You feeling is a senses that don't has. It's not physical. I mean, it's not physical related. It related to your emotion. Does that make sense? Your emotion is
Yes.
your emotion can kill you. It can heal you also. I'm going to talk about you, for example, Selena.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Emotion is very important. It is beyond space and time. It is the singularity of your well being. When a person can eat the simplest food, but are they happy with the surrounding atmosphere, the people they have, that food, simple food become very nutritional for them. It sustains their life for a long, long time to come. But if the person have the best food in the world, but yet the atmosphere they surround with is very toxic. Even they have you feed the person with the best food in the world, but their friend and associate are very toxic. That food become diminishing to their physical body. You see?
Is it because their body is like tightening up and then the
No,
nutrients are
look,
going in?
no, it's nothing to do with that, babe. Look at the body, mind, emotion scale. You have the emotion is very happy. Even to eat the most simple food that have no flavor, it still have flavor. Does that make sense? It tastes so good.
Yeah.
But if the emotion is sad, even you give them the best food, it has no flavor. The body reject it immediately. It has no taste. It has no nothing. Even if you taste it, it's so good. But when they taste it, it does not, because the emotion body within the state is on the press level. Do you see now?
Yes.
So the emotion body have a scale. They go up and down, and it can override different effect on that the body receive. And then even so, even if your body are in the most painful state of life, but if the emotion is very high, very happy, it doesn't matter. The body will be healthy. So what the cabal does, they trying to attack your three different aspects, your mind, emotion, and body at the same time. So how do they attack it to make you confused between the three?
Wow.
hmm So do you see now? If a person can confuse you, then they got you. Why do they want to confuse you? Because they are scared of you knowing if you connect the dot.
Connect
They
the dot for what? To see
body,
who
emotion, and mind.
yeah.
If
Uh-oh.
someone even hurt you emotionally, but this your body don't see anything, but all of a sudden your body drop dead because the emotion has been so damaged.
Yes.
Your heart stop working physically, and then your mind. If someone subject you to negative thought, like like you're watching porno, it start to run your life. You know,
Yeah.
but that's why they don't let kid watch porno. They want kid to watch pauses that thing. That's why the old timers shield people from watching adult stuff. Does that make sense? Cause
Okay.
mm-hmm,
That's a new perspective on that because it's usually just like, oh, lust spirits are bad, but it is like there's arrows and stuff in
mm-hmm.
all that. There's like a war going on still.
Well, we call the confusion when the receiver are
Okay.
confused which direction belong to what. So you got to give them the map. The map is what belong to the body, what belong to the emotion, what belong to the mind, but they all share the same nervous system. Once you realize the simplicity, it all makes sense. Then there's come the soul and the spirit. The soul and the spirit is transcend beyond space and time. What is the soul? What is the spirit? The soul and the spirit relate to the collective consciousness of your species. The soul is like an internal archaic archive. Where have you been? It's like your backup log of your entire different incarnation. That's your soul.
Got it.
Many soul, many times you might be a certain race. Many times you might be a male. Many times you might be a female. This different aspect allow you to draw on the wisdom that you need for different life, on your future life, from the old incarnation. So that's why some soul came on, has a certain gift of music, has a certain gift, have an appetite for electronic. Some soul has an appetite just love to fight. Some soul just automatically know how to draw, you know. You see, this is
Yes.
all different attribute that you will carry over to different life, you know. like some of the women I meet in my life, like you and stuff, you've been with me before, you know, but that either it was so good, it was so bad, but regardless, that we have to meet each other again to continue the different aspect that we find joyful in. It's like ghosts meeting each other again. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
ghost. This we all ghosts, you know, right now to meet
Yes.
each other again, but now we have to do it in a way that to be more conducive to happy, you know, different circumstance, but the familiarity is still there. That's why I told all my gay friends, I say, don't worry about this life. You gay, well, they say you should have a wife. And they say, oh, no, I don't like women. I say, you will like women because there's woman and man inside of each one of you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
So you can have one wife or two husbands. And it's okay. Three, because trial relationship, trial parent. But what's going on? People have wrong idea. They don't understand that sometimes a soul need more than one mate to be happy
Yes.
in their particular life. Meaning that not one on one, but one on five or five on six, you know, something like that, you know. But it's not for every soul. Every soul has different. Your soul will know.
On the app.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Some soul are content
Appetite.
with one on one. Some soul is not. That is the idea. Why some soul have to have more than one? Because it brings familiarity. When they look at that
Yeah.
person, the guilt they feel is gone because something bad happened that particular life. You know, they got abandoned or circumstance that allowed them to meet or to fulfill, you know, whatever promise that they have in that particular life. So it carry over into the next life. So that life, new lifetime, they have to make it right. If not, it pass on to the next life until they make it right in one other life. What is making it right? Fulfill the bullshit you promised.
The bullshit contract.
Uh-huh. Do you see now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's why you couldn't escape me, Emily. You too, Selena. That
What?
means
What am I thinking?
you were meant to meet my crazy ass.
Okay. Hello.
And you can't escape that destiny because there's some there's some completion that need to be done. You know, that's what it needs.
I'm
And
okay with that.
mm-hmm. And whatever it is, it will unfold automatically. Oh yes, my love. That's Dr. Select. I call priority one. Yeah. But where does jealousy come from? Where does jealousy come from?
Lack. A
It
sense of lack.
a sense of lack. What else? A sense of losing something. Does that make sense? A sense of
Yeah.
lack, a sense of not having, a sense of losing something. Fear. The fear of losing something which you don't have. But once you look into the person, what you will find inside the person is you. And then you realize you did not lose or lack anything. It just when you look into the person's subterranean consciousness, you will find yourself, you know. That's why that person looked familiar to you. That's why you have a soul journey. It's like another aspect of you in a disguise. Like robot in disguise, you know. A soul in disguise. An aspect of you that is hiding among a mask. And you don't know which mask that you are hiding in. And that's the beauty of it. Each lifetime, your soul will, an aspect of you will hide in a different mask, and you have to go and find it. It's like hide go seek.
Quest.
So do you see now? When you love someone, you don't actually love them. You actually feel satisfied with them. a recognition, a familiar with them. When you look behind the wall, who you will see? You. And it's refreshing to see you, another version of you, exactly like you, but another version that looking at you, and that's satisfying. That's why you love me and I love you, babe. You know that love is me, the recognition of myself in you and your that version of me in me. That does that make sense?
Yes.
It's a recognition. When a person don't recognize that, oh man, that relationship go crazy. It go awkward emotionally, and you cannot talk to each other. It's like, what you say? Both of you start get triggered. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
So true.
That's triggering.
So, do you like it now about the body, mind, and emotion? Then later, the soul and the spirit. That subject is quite deep, but it's all interrelated, specifically.
It froze. I didn't hear anything.
No, I said that subject is quite deep, and now you realize that it came from a relationship between your body, emotion, and mind. And
Yeah.
each of these beings are different from each other. They perceive things differently. For example, the body sees things concretely. You gotta touch it. That's how the body
Yeah.
operates. The emotion, it can touch you across space time. As you can see, we demonstrate with the serum. All that because of the emotion. Does that make sense? Serum, because you have an emotional body that connected to the nervous system, the physical nervous system. And then there's your thinking body. When you're thinking about someone, they actually can feel you. They're actually experiencing it. The nervous system pick it up. Does that mean for everybody? Yes, it's for everyone, whether they consciously sensitive to it or not. Look at Hein. Hein today he began to receive it. Before he couldn't receive the serum. So I inject something that be familiar to his mind. I inject a 1 billion-year-old ginseng. He started to feel it. Ain't that beautiful, hon?
Yes.
Where you at? You in your office? Your house? Look like your office.
Oh no, I'm home. I had to go meet a client, and I go to this house. It's a pigsty. They have pets. House is dirty, and I had to sit there for like 45 minutes, talk to them and all this. So anyway, it was a good, successful meeting. But I came home and I had to take a shower. Remember the other day you mentioned that dog, cat, saliva, that bacteria? I got so scared. I just first thing just came home and just showered like.
The only time the bacteria can harm you if you don't recognize it as part of you. Yeah, usually this is quite a trick to that. A lot of okay, for example, if you get bitten by the rabies, the best thing to do you have to go to the doctor to give you that long needle shot. And but me, I bitten by my cat, I bitten by the dog, so it's like I got worried too. So I did an activated device, and it start to, talk to the bacteria through the energy, and the bacteria say it will not harm me because I recognize it and me as one and the same, and so that's how I heal. But for those who cannot do that, if they have mud, let's call mud shrimp paste, put it into one of them a leaf, like my backyard, that Torah leaf, and then put it in the boo boo. It will suck out the poison. That's for those who don't have doctor on that level, and those who do just go to the doctor. They give you that long needle shot. It's scary. Is it in your stomach or something? They have to stick in the ow, and the needle be this long, and it be 7 shot of that. Oh my
I
god.
haven't seen doctors for past 10 years. No doctors.
Oh my god. That's the reason we change water into serum, stuff like that to drink. So you see the the physical, then you can use the emotional medicine or the mind medicine. The emotional is strong too. hmm You like that, baby? How we do? Miss you, baby. Dr. Jose,
I'm here working.
did you like the conversation today?
I don't know. I was in and about.
In and out. Yes. Okay. I better get ready for a second. There's Dr. Jose.
Hi, Dr. Jose.
hmm
Just listening.
Yeah,
Jumping.
yes, I was talking about the body, mind, and emotion, and how they all connected to the nervous system. How people can be affected through the emotional body and through the mind body, as well as the physical body. And a lot of people don't understand, like, what you call for placebo is the emotional body. And it's had a real physical effect on the physical body. hmm And what you call just all in your mind, well, that's going to affect your physical body too, and your emotion, because your thinking does affect the nervous system. And if something happened to your physical body, that in turn will affect the emotion and the mind as well, because they all share the same nervous system. So do you see now? In Western science, they don't promote the emotion or the mind interaction. They
What is
promote
the
more.
noise?
Huh?
I can't hear you properly. What is the noise?
That's Dr. Jose.
I got a lot of noise. You want me to mute?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, what
Yeah.
is that? I don't know.
Yeah, he left. So, yeah, that's what's going on, hon. I'm gonna get off the group call. I will call you on the other line.